After 100 episodes, how have the Sons changed your life?
Who is that?
I don't know who that is.
I have no idea who that is.
Sorry, can't say I'm familiar with their work.
Who are the Sons?
Come see what all the talk's about. Check out SonsOfVidya.
Guys,
Welcome to our show.
live from the Taj Mahal, Conference Room C1.
It's the Sons' 100th episode spectacular.
What, guys?
What a
Can
treat.
you even believe it?
Guys, we're live from the Taj Mahal.
Dude, that's like 2 years.
It's actually slightly under 2 years, but it's
Slightly
over
more
for
than
us.
that because we've taken intermittent
We're
weeks
very
off.
liberal when it comes to skit. By the way, guys, if you're wondering, yes, we did instruct the whole audience to be quiet the whole show.
Yeah.
Like church mice is what we told them. And
Door church mice.
of course, they all speak the Indian language of...
The audience was dead to begin with.
That's true. Taj Mahal is not a great place for a conference. But anyway, the 100th episode
To be fair,
spectacular.
though, they catered the
Yeah, that's true.
event, so
It was
that's
real nice.
Kudos to them.
It was not a lot, though. It was a lot for me. What did you ask for specifically for your craft services table?
I just wanted hamburgers, and for some reason, we couldn't get those.
And
I'm a little offended that the Taj Mahal catering staff.
like, really, guys. It's never come up before.
It's how hard is it?
I thought this
It's
was
just beef. It's just cow patties.
just you rip open one of them cows, cut them open, you can grind up that delicious meat, that unsacred beef, and then you just plop it onto the grill, and you got it.
Yeah, man.
How many did you ask for?
I asked for all of them, as many as they could make,
Right.
because I figured everybody else in the audience would want them. So I said, "Go and slaughter every cow that you see." That's what I told them.
In the joking way you usually do it.
No, there was no joke. I figured we were going to need a lot of beef to feed all these hungry mouths.
Okay, let me be back in the scene. All right, I want you to deliver it how you did to them to me.
Okay, I
Because
said.
I'm assuming here's what I'm assuming. You're like, hey man, go slaughter all the cows you see. Was it like that?
No, I was like, look, we have hungry mouths out there. All you need to do is just slaughter a bunch of cows. I don't care where you put all the blood. Put it in the Ganges for all I care. That no one's using that.
Right.
And then just use all that cow meat and make hamburgers out of it. For some reason, they didn't go for that.
When we told the McDonald's guys they did it, they even put it in the Ganges. I don't get it. Why is it so hard? Is service really that bad in India?
I don't know what the problem is. They just looked at me funny, like I don't think we're coming back here for episode 200. That's all I'm saying.
No, sir. They've lost our business, dude.
What
whatever.
did you want? What'd you ask for?
I asked for 3 M&Ms.
What did you get that?
No, they didn't. I asked for the crunchy kind. Apparently, they don't make them anymore.
Oh, the pretzel kind?
No, those. Wait, hold on. Are those pretzels kind?
Yeah,
No, remember crunchy M&Ms?
kind of.
Apparently, Indian people never even got them.
Oh wow, that's disappointing.
It is disappointing. I just wanted 3 of them. I figured, hey, listen, all right, we're in the Taj Mahal. It's a morgue. Sorry, it's a mausoleum.
Yeah,
And I
they
was
ran
like,
out of space for more
Yeah.
mortuary work.
I was like, if anyone could bring these M&Ms back from the dead, it's these guys, because that's what you do in a morgue.
Yeah.
Sorry, a mausoleum. You bring things back from the dead.
Well, you know what the worst part was? After they said no to my hamburgers request, I'm like, fine. Okay, fine. So just get me some hot dogs, some all pork hot dogs, as many as you can find. They also didn't go for that.
I don't understand that one at all. Just get it. Man, you guys have pigs. First of all, I know you have cows too, by the way.
Yeah, I've seen the cows. You just let them walk across the street.
Like, really? You could have me eating those right now. That's like a week's worth of food I could throw away.
Yeah.
If I wanted to throw away all the food that I ever wanted to throw away, I could do it in a week with that cow.
And no, the worst part was
so easy.
when we were in our dressing room, I was eating some of the pork and beef jerky that I brought with me.
Yeah.
From the plane. They took it away from me.
They took it away from you.
Yeah.
What is this place?
I know.
By the
it's
way,
crazy.
I'm not coming back. But guys, listen. It's our 100th episode spectacular. We did it.
We did it again.
No, this is the first time we've done
We've
it.
done it for the first time.
Guys, when we started our journey of becoming the #1 video game podcast,
Years ago.
and we accomplished it after the first episode,
Yeah.
it's all been downhill or uphill from there, depending on if you're using the ascending or descending sorting function.
Exactly.
It's hard. But we are here now. We're on the top of the mountain. 100. You can't do better than that.
No, it's the highest number that I can count to.
Actually, you know what? I've been learning to count as these episodes have gone on.
Wow.
I learn a new,
That's some inspiring stuff, Tom.
I learn a new number every week, and I'm always 1 week ahead of the show.
That's very exciting.
And every week we take off, I take a week off of learning. Because it's hard. It's real hard.
You need a break from learning.
Like, dude, that's some of the sometimes we take off because of that reason. Because I'm like, I'm not sure I'm getting this 47 concept.
Yeah.
I got to get another week on that.
Yeah, you got to take a retest.
Sometimes I don't get it. I'm like, maybe it's 46 again, and it's never that.
46-2?
I come from a linguistics background,
Yeah, that's fair.
and I just don't get this math stuff, all right?
Yeah.
I just don't get it. But guys, let's talk a little about the show. Here's the deal. We have a show. We've been doing it for years now, and we're going to do a bit of wanking here. It's a wank episode.
It's a wank episode.
You guys want to get that hard-hitting video game news that we have never delivered? We're not getting it again this week. Because it's a wank episode.
Why start now?
No, never. Guys, it's been a treat to do the show for you. I want to maybe talk about some personal stories of joy and achievement that we've gotten from doing this show that we've done. This is not just the podcast, but also the YouTubes.
It's a bunch. It's an empire.
It's an empire. It's
An
a
empire,
network.
guys.
It's a social network.
Yeah.
Not involving Mark Zuckerberg.
It's a community, I would say.
You know what? It is a community. I would say that. Let's
Not involving Joe McHale.
No, or that other guy. Hold on.
Chevy Chase.
Nope.
Donald Glover.
Yeah, what's his other name? Childish Gambino.
Yeah, there you go.
Guys, he's a good rapist. So anyway, guys, let's talk a little bit about the show. Because we normally talk about video games, and nobody cares about that. Here's the deal. People come in, they view the show for us. They don't care about video games. Nobody cares about video games. Okay? But it's a 100th episode spectacular. Let's talk about how the show has affected us. We asked people how the show affected them. We asked where they listened to it, when they listened to it. We've gotten feedback.
It's true.
But how has the show affected us? Millionaire playboys Tom C. and D. Marks.
Do you want to know how it's affected me?
I know that you've lost several brain cells having to be in the same room as me.
Yeah. Well, the way it's affected me the most is that every week I lose a night because we got to record.
This is not as
Waka waka waka.
That's not as much of a joke as you're acting. Guys, Monday nights are busy nights.
It's true.
Sorry, Tuesdays or whatever you get this. Not really, guys. Listen, let's get serious. Enough of the joke segment that went on for 7 minutes. We're done with that.
To be fair, that last part was almost a joke.
That's true.
Anyway, Tom, what is changed in your life ever since we've embarked on this endeavor of podcastery?
Well, let's get serious.
Podcastration.
All right, let me get serious about it. Because here's the deal. Not everyone has a show. Most people, you've heard this stat. 90% of all podcasts fail in the first year.
Really?
It's true. Like,
How does a podcast fail, though?
they just they give up on it.
Ah,
We originally gave up on it, but
that's true, but that's because of different reasons.
we did episode 4 and we're done with it. And then within 2 days we decided to go for it again, but nobody knew it because we just did the show the same day that next week. That didn't happen at all.
No, it was totally different than one you were already.
I was joking. It was a joke, if you could believe it. But anyway, so here's the deal. We have boring jobs and terrible lives. Not true.
Not true.
But I will tell you, doing the show every week and meeting the people we've met who are fans. I use the word fans lightly.
FANZ.
That's how we take the power out of the word. We put a Z at the end of it.
Yeah.
Because listen, you guys aren't sitting there and be like, we love you, Tom C. We love you, D. Marks. By the way, I'm Tom C., everybody. I forgot to say that.
D-Marks over here. Professional.
We now have people who care about what we do. They care about our opinions on stuff, which is weird. They care about what we are doing, and they want to know about us.
They invite us to the baptisms of their children.
Baptisms? Yeah, little Joey.
Their brisses as well.
Joey Greensteinman.
Yep.
I watched him
Greensteinman.
get baptist,
Baptists.
and he's a proud Jewish man now. And I'm glad to have him as my lawyer. But here's the deal. Is that too much?
Yeah. I think you took it one step too far.
Listen.
Just the one, though.
It's okay. It's neat, guys. Here's the deal. I always tell people, why don't you go start a podcast, you big jerk, when they accuse me of having a terrible show. It's never happened.
Dude, nobody's ever accused us of having a terrible show except for us.
I know, which is
and
weird.
Baz sometimes.
Yeah, Baz is a jerk. Anyway, for real though, it's not. I keep going around it, but it is really nice and it's weird. It's weird that we have people who care about us, but at the end of the day, that is what it is. We have people who care about us.
Do you know? What's weird to me personally isn't so much that like people care about us and like listen to what we have to say, but like we're like in our own way, we're like actively reaching out to people and we're actually getting to people. You know?
Yeah.
Because we've got people who have said that they've recommended us to their friends,
which is weird.
Like that's like extending our audio grasp.
It's true.
To even greater lengths, and it's just that's not something that you really think about.
No, we have people who believe in us who are putting themselves on the line to show us off to other people. You know, it's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird that people care so much about us. It's weird that we get emails from our wonderful fans. Listen, all right, fans is a tough word because fans implies that I'm like above them. We're really not that much.
They're friends.
We can call them friends.
With a Z.
But people need to... Yeah, all right. People need to know that what I'm talking about, not just our friends. Here's the deal. Our fans. We get emails from fans, all right? And they're like telling us about how the one guy who listened to our show, he lost a bunch of weight because we talked about losing weight one time. And that always, it delights me that I changed somebody's life. How many people at home, you go to work every day, you do your job of, let's say you're a physical education teacher. Nobody's listening to you. You're not reaching anybody. Or you're president of the United States. Nobody's listening.
Nobody's listening to you there.
But if you just did a podcast, people would send you instant messengers.
Do you think people would listen to an Obama cast?
You'd be like, everybody? It'd be great.
Well, hey, everybody.
Both the impressions are bad. Why does anyone listen to the show? I'm just saying.
Why?
It's neat. Guys, we were told when we were young men 2 years ago to start a show by one of our friends who just thought we were funny to listen to when we talked to each other. And then we did that. And then people thought the same thing. And you know what? It's been nice. Because here's the deal. If I didn't have this show for the past 2 years, I wouldn't have had an artistic outlet.
Here's also, it's made our friendship tighter. Tighten up that friendship.
You got to tighten that up. And that's what we did. It's like
friendship was loose. Now it's tight as a...
It wasn't that loose.
It wasn't that loose, but now it's super tight.
Yeah, and it's because of the guys at home who care about us. I said it in the other episode. I thought about this. There are people who go home from work, presidents of the United States. They go home from work and they say, hey, I wonder what the Sons are doing tonight. They're people who we are fixtures. Me and you, on this stupid couch in my stupid room, eating stupid ice cream. They go home and they care about what we're doing and they want to watch us every night. We're fixtures in their lives. It's not a joke. It's real. Guys, you just go home and make a podcast yourself. Just make your own podcast and you can have this too. It's not like we're making zillions of dollars, but at least we have life affirmations.
Listen, it's just very nice, and we just want to give everybody a big thank you for all the support that they've given us over the past 2 years.
You said that in like a passive-aggressive way. Thanks for all the support.
It's very nice, and we really appreciate all the feedback that we get all the time.
Do you have any personal stories about how things affected you? I told you about the email from Barry Obama.
Yeah, of course, Barry,
and that was just a drop in the bucket.
Barry and Obama. Here's what I would say. I feel like it's increased my not only appreciation for video games, but I also feel like ever since we started the show, the video games that I would want to try have increased in spectrum.
You think so?
Yeah, I feel like my tastes have broadened a little bit because I want to try new games to talk about on the show. So I go out on the limb and I try the new Tim Clancy game.
Right.
And I try War Thunder for the first time because I want to talk about it on the show and like do stuff. So I feel like from that regard, that's kind of how the show has changed me a little bit.
So the show's opened your mind.
Yeah.
Listen, okay, here we go. Right? Ready? Past 2 years, what has been your favorite Sons memory?
My favorite Sons memory?
Yeah, of things we did on not just the podcast. Maybe the podcast. But
now, I
also
feel like
in
my
our
favorite Sons memory is our first One Sane Challenge of BioShock 2.
You think so?
Yeah, that was good. That was good times.
I feel like we've had better one-sitting challenges then.
No,
But why did that stick with you?
Because it was the first one. It was fun.
It was fun.
We camped out. We had a bunch of candy, a bunch of snakes.
Snakes?
Bunch of snakes.
Bunch of snakes?
It was just good times.
It's good times.
What about you?
I would say the times when we were doing L.A. Noire. Because that was a game that we were incredibly excited to play. And just you and me, we would our whole we'd be like, all right, listen, we're gonna hang out tonight because we want to play more LA Noire. And then the next day, we'd be like, we're gonna hang out tonight because we want to play more LA Noire.
Oh yeah, that was crazy. We stayed like
every night. It was like
4:30.
3 a.m. because we just wanted to play more of this game and wanted to do it for the show. And every episode is funny and it's the best series we ever did. But it really was a super bonding experience because we discovered it together.
It's true.
And
It's the same way that Metro 2033 worked.
Yeah, we both discovered something about ourselves.
Because we were like, Tom has this game, we should play that on the show. And then that game was awesome.
It's been a defining moment of our childhood.
A defining moment of our bile bud.
Not of our bile bud.
I don't even know what that would be. But yeah, guys.
Also, I would say our first streaming, I appreciate how good our streaming's been lately and how it's been improving in quality.
Yeah.
Because the first time we did a One Things Challenge with the stream, and we immediately got feedback on there, people who were excited to watch us and people who were glad that they got a chance to talk to us live on the stream. And the stream became more fun because they were there, and it really felt like we had a community for the first time.
Yeah, it felt like all of your friends sitting around a couch watching someone play video game.
That's why that one sitting challenge where we did, which one was that? That wasn't Deus Ex. It was one before Deus Ex. Resident Evil 4 was the best one sitting for me, just because I really felt like we had a community there.
No, it was really good. It was quite enjoyable,
and I feel like we're gonna only grow as a community. I feel like that's something we get to share together.
We get to share together.
You know, it's very neat, guys, and I appreciate you letting us wank here on the 100th episode of our show.
Guys, we can't thank you enough. We're gonna say thank you again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And you're welcome. But unless you're welcome, because nobody should have to listen to the show.
No, and I don't think anyone has to.
Nobody.
But they choose to, which is even more impressive.
Which is weirder if you think about
Which
it.
is even more impressive.
It's even more impressive.
Guys.
What has been your least favorite Sons memory? What's peed you the most?
PGO.
What do you hate? Was it the one time you stubbed your toe while doing the show?
That happens more often than you'd think.
Yeah. Was it the one time that you farted directly into your own face?
No, I don't think that's ever happened. Dude, no. Here's my least favorite memory is anytime we had to use that old ArcSoft software.
Oh my gosh. Dude, you guys don't even know how much we've had to work on the technical side of this. Here's the deal, guys. We have an MO. We're unveiling the curtain. It's the 100th episode. We're unveiling the curtain, guys. We work really hard on the technical side of this stuff. And we make it look like we don't do any work over here, but it's because we do so much work making the technical stuff work right.
We put in the... It's a pint of sweat saves a gallon of blood.
It doesn't always work right, but when it does work right, it's really easy.
Yeah.
Because here's always been my modus operandi. You do all the work when no one's looking, so then you can look like you're relaxing the whole time. It's like you're a superhero. The Flash doesn't look like he's ever working hard because he can just flash that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's what he always says.
For that.
Yeah, that's true. But anyway, we've gone through so many iterations of software and hardware and weird wiring setups and stupid programs that suck. And it's been the reason why we didn't do console games for a while because it was so bad. Dude, we should have had the audience write us questions.
Yeah, that would have been smart.
Guys, write us questions and we'll answer them on the next episode. Any questions you have for us? Let's do a Q&A with the Sons.
Yeah.
A call with the Sons.
Yeah.
Any questions you want us to answer on the next episode, we'll do it. And if nobody asks any questions, we'll act like we never asked for them.
We'll pretend it was just a big joke.
Which it maybe was. Guys, whatever. We'll probably talk about video games on the next segment.
Yeah, but just thank you very much.
We can't believe we're here, guys. On the top of this mountain.
And we're going to be here again on the next half. Trapped in the closet.
And now I'm coming out of the closet.
Guys, welcome back to the show.
Did you ever actually watch that?
Yeah, of course I did.
Dude, I never. How long is it?
I think it's like 10 minutes.
Yo, should we do a Sons version of that?
And now I'm trapped on the sofa.
I gotta do a podcast.
Guys, we nailed it. That's it.
It's called Doing a Podcast Part 1.
Yeah,
It's pretty good.
I thought so.
Pretty good, dude.
R. Kelly, move over.
Listen, we're gonna get nominated for the Source Awards?
The rap awards.
Is that what that is?
I think they're the rap awards.
The King Urban Smooth Awards?
The Jet Awards.
Yeah. It's gonna be great.
So great. Guys, welcome to the show.
Welcome back to the show. The second half of our 100th episode spectacular. 100.1
I was
or
about to say, some people might
0.5.
call this 100.5.
Yeah, dude. Guys, we did it. We're over the hump.
Yeah, now we're packing it in. Now we're just coasting to retirement.
We're like 40 now, dudes.
Yeah, dude.
Just coasting.
Just waiting for my pension to mature, and we're good.
We're spoofing at this point. It's a spoof
Big
and a
goof.
goof.
Anyway, guys,
Let's talk about video games.
I was about to say, this is also a video game show in addition to us just talking about ourselves.
Listen, we're allowed to wank once in 100 episodes.
No. Guys, video game shows. Let's talk about video games, Tom.
Okay, what's new?
Tom, let's talk about video games.
Here's what we're not going to talk about. E3.
Okay.
We're not going to talk about Tom C.
Why are we talk about Tom C?
Because I want to talk about you. What's going on in video games?
Dude, I want to talk about things that relate to us both.
Well, then let's go. No more effing around.
You're fluffing
We're
around.
not going to faff around here.
You're flaffing around.
Listen, this isn't a yelling show.
You're a flaffy.
We're the NPR of video game podcasts.
That's not true. I think we're going to get sued for that. Anyway, guys, we haven't talked about the show.
Public radio is going to sue us?
Yes.
Okay.
We haven't talked about the show about all the stuff that they've been talking about in Borderlands 2 style, or Borderlands pre-sequel style.
Yeah, there's been a bunch of new stuff. We actually posted on the Facebook and never actually talked about it.
And that's why we're doing it right now, guys. I'm very
Let's
excited.
talk about it.
I'm very excited.
So it's another reason you guys should follow us on the Facebook, because we post stuff on there a lot of news and stuff.
News of the World by Queen.
Anyway, but go on.
I'm very excited because it all looks really cool.
Yeah, there's been a bunch of they showed off the skill trees for
A little bit of a skill trees for Athena and Wilhelm. We know what Athena's action skill is going to be, and it looks pretty cool.
What is it?
It's basically a Captain America shield. You put your shield out, and it takes damage, and then you throw it at people for maximum fun.
Maximum fun.
Maximum fun.
It sounds like maximum fun. Do we know what the other guys is?
No, not yet.
Well, all right, but that's better than nothing. We all figured it would be Captain America,
Of course, that's the only thing that makes sense in a Borderlands game.
pretty much. But I'm still excited. That game comes out when? This week?
In October.
Hold on. It's called Rocktober? They changed it.
Rocktober.
VH1 changed it.
I forgot about that. But yeah,
The
it comes out
media
in Rocktober.
powerhouse that is VH1.
Comes out in October. Marking on your Rounders.
Okay, yeah. Dude, don't even do that, because Scooby-Doo man Casey Kasem just ate it. It was sad.
But what does that have to do with anything we're
Because
talking
he said
about?
Rocktober. He said rocking all over the Rocky Rounders, like Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo frontman Casey Kasem just ate it. And it's sad. We're still in mornings. He's a podcast legend.
What is going on right now?
Casey Kasem!
What does that have to do with anything that we're talking about?
Because he said mark it on your Roulander, like Scooby-Doo would.
I said mark it on your Roulander.
Yeah, well, Roulander's Scooby-Doo's catchphrase.
No, it's not. I was trying to do like a rock thing.
Right. Rest in peace, Casey Kasem.
Guys, this is the show.
Rest in Reese. Racy Racem.
That's racist. Anyway, yeah. So Borderlands 2 is going to be great.
It's going to be really great.
Like I said, Borderlands 2 is already out. The other thing. It's going to be great.
Oh, what other thing?
Borderlands pre-sequel.
Oh, yeah,
I
sorry.
keep on calling it Borderlands 2, but that's not what it is.
When does that come out?
October.
Do we have a date in October?
I think it's October 14th.
Dude, that's like soon.
I know.
There's some other game that was announced that's coming out really soon. Oh, Bayonetta 2 was announced to come out really soon. Because like they actually finally are doing it instead of not doing it.
Yeah, but do you have a Wii U? Because I
Dude,
sure don't.
here's the deal. I'm getting really tempted to get a Wii U.
Oh my god.
Because here's the deal. Now we're done with the period of time where the Wii U sucks balls, and we're getting to the point where the Wii U stops sucking balls.
I don't think it ever sucked balls. What was
There
wrong
was
with it?
no games for it. That's why everyone hated it, and it did really bad. Even though Baz wants to tell you, it's because they need to be as like apples or whatever and sell all their IPs to the internet. That's what he always says. He's like, why are they still making Game Boys? Baz, right? Am I right? But anyway, they're doing fine once they get some good IPs. Now everyone's buying a Wii U for Mario Kart.
And Smash Bros.
And Smash Bros. Now those games are coming out, and now we're getting the big Wii U sales.
Is there a new, like,
Dude! Okay, let's talk about this. The new Zelda was announced, and here's what everyone's talking about it.
Is it a new Link design?
Yes, and it's awful. But also, it's apparently super open worldy. Like, it's way more open world, and there's a lot of talk there might actually be character creation.
Weird.
Which would be cool. Also, there's a lot more stuff announced for the Dynasty Warriors Zelda thing, which is awesome.
Yeah, that's coming out pretty soon.
And that's crazy, right, guys?
Right.
But that's awesome, and I'm glad there's going to be some crazy new Zelda stuff. Even though I never played Skyward Sword, and everyone won't shut up about it.
Everyone doesn't like that game for some reason.
Everyone I know personally insists I play it.
Weird.
And I have not done it, which is weird. But that's really exciting. I'm super pumped for that. I'm actually really excited for Bayonetta 2. They announced that there were special outfits, which I don't care about. You can dress up Miss Bayonetta as Samus, Princess Peach, or Link. 2 of those characters aren't hot. I'll let you guys guess which.
Are you going to get zombie?
Sorry, hold on. It's Armor Samus, by the way. If it was Zero Suit Samus, we would talk. Anyway, what are you saying?
Are you going to get zombie you?
No. I heard that game wasn't that good.
That's disappointing.
Yeah, that came out a million years ago, too.
Well, I think it was a launch title, right?
Yeah. It's the only game that ever existed. But we all like Wii U's, but whatever. Now we're going to have real games for it, too.
I don't know if I like Wii U. I've never used one. What I was going to ask, is
Okay.
there a new, is there a new Mario IP for
there was
Wii?
the...
Like Galaxy was for the Wii?
They had Super Mario Land.
I'm not talking about those. Those don't count. I'm talking about new Mario games.
Nah, nothing yet. They were pretty, though, those ones.
Yeah,
People are all
but
like, it's 1080p or whatever.
That's not what I was... That's not what I was...
There's Mario 3D Land.
That's not what I
it was.
meant.
No,
bro.
nobody... I don't know who that's for. That's not for me. That's not for me.
I think it's for people who don't know what...
People who hate fun.
I wasn't going to go quite that far, but it's for people who are stupid.
People who hate the band Fun.
Maybe.
I'm fitting there. I'm fitting all over that.
Dude, don't bring your hate and fun into this game.
Sorry,
Into this
fun,
podcast.
period. Anyway, there's a bunch of stuff that happened at E3. I thought we weren't talking about it, though.
I wasn't talking about E3. I was talking. You were talking about something else.
Okay, what are you talking about?
I kind of want to talk about something that happened in E3.
Okay, what happened at E3?
E3.
Racy Racing?
There's a new Metal Gear Solid trailer, and it looks really good.
I still forgot to watch that.
Dude, why? You
Tell
gotta
me.
do this for the show, man.
I forgot about it. Tell me what happened on
You
it.
only had a whole week, bro.
Listen,
Only
I
had
did.
a whole week.
If this was school and I only had a week to do the homework, I wouldn't have done that either.
Well, that's your own problem.
I know.
Can't be blamed for that.
Listen, what happens in the trailer?
I'm not even going to tell you guys. You didn't. Tom C. ruined
Don't
it for you.
let. I'll cover my ears.
No, he's ruined
I'll
it
cover
for
my.
you.
The fans have all seen it.
No.
I'll
No.
cover.
No, I'm punishing the fans because of your mistake.
But they didn't do anything wrong.
But that's why you have
Come
to step
on.
up your game.
This is not my fault.
It is totally your fault.
Talk about the trailer.
This is totally your fault.
Talk about the trailer.
I'm not going to talk about the trailer.
Listen. Talk about the trailer.
No, we're going to talk about something else now.
We don't have anything else to talk about.
Dude, what you talk about? You were playing video games. What video games have you been playing?
I haven't really been playing video games.
Yes, you have. Tell me about that.
Dude, I was actually recently thinking about this, and I don't know if I mentioned in the show. I have a really hard time playing any games that are old now.
Really?
Yeah, because today I was like, I'm going to play some PS2 games, because the PS2 is all set up. It's all set up.
Looking all sorts of good.
And I'm like, I'm going to play that F and S.
Yes.
So I started up Shinobi, and I'm like, I don't want to play this. For some reason, I get so turned off from this, even though like 10 years ago I loved it. I don't get it. Why am I so forced to play new games now? Is there something that's tricking my brain?
Dude, it's a problem I've had. I've talked about this on the show. It's just all the games that I have are just all games that I've already played, and I don't feel like playing them again. Because every time I look at my collection, I'm like, I could play Bioshock Infinite again.
We already
or
beat
I
100
could-
times.
I could play Fallout again, or
Yeah.
I could play something else again. It's like I just don't feel like doing any of that, and it's disheartening a little bit because I want to play video games.
I know, dude. This is the problem that happens. Oh, guys, by the way, sorry, kind of related. Steam sale almost definitely is going to be on the 19th, which is bad news for my wallet.
There's only really one thing that I think I want to get.
I want to buy all of Steam Corporation because they got to be making money, right?
I want to get in on that.
Get
Oh,
on the,
yeah.
on the ground floor of this corporation by owning the whole thing.
Let's do it.
Yeah, no, so that's going to be a big deal. It was leaked by some Spanish site or something.
Steam sale.
Would it really be less Steam sale?
I said Steam sale.
You said
Yeah.
That's not a thing. Is that a
What?
Spanish proverb?
They put in front of S's.
I don't think so.
What about the name Esteban?
That's a first name.
But that doesn't have anything to do with that.
Yeah, all right. You got me this time, you clever guy. Anyway, we're all excited for that. What game are you looking forward to on Steam sale? Which will have happened by the time the next show comes out.
Oh, the next show, not this show.
No.
The only game I would probably get is Age of Mythology, and I'm not even super into that because I replayed it recently because I found my old disc copy, classic disc.
Classic disc.
Classic disc.
So classic.
I refound my old copy and I was playing. I was just like, yeah, it's not as good as 3. 3's better.
You mean Age of Empires 3?
Yeah.
Not Age of Mythology 3, which doesn't exist.
Well, it's the same franchise. Whatever.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know anything about Age of Mythology. But so you're not even sure you'd buy it. But what if all your friends wanted to play it?
Maybe, but I'd still say that 3's better. Age of Empires 3's better. Because it is.
It's because it is. That's not fair to that game. Maybe eventually if you played enough, it'd be better.
Maybe. I don't know. I just have a hard time with, some of the old stuff that they,
Are re-releasing?
No, not that they were re-releasing, but, just some of the old concepts, making drop-off points and stuff like that, and, being only able to build one unit at a time.
Was that game before 3 came out?
Yeah. It was in between 2 and 3.
No wonder it was so bad. Worst game ever, am I right, guys?
I don't think I said that.
Age of Mythology, you heard here first. Anyway, what I'm looking forward to is Rise of Nations, which will definitely be on sale. Dynasty Warriors Extreme Legend, which will be on sale.
Is this on sale?
Dude, guys at home, Kerbal Space Program. What do y'all think about that? Do you know what Kerbal Space Program is?
Isn't it just a launch game?
I don't know what that means.
A game where you launch something into the air?
Kind of. Let me explain it. So you got these weird frogmen called Kerbals or something, and you build spaceships out of parts that you can get, and you make parts, and you can make your spaceship look like whatever you want. And basically, your job is to try and get someone to the planet, and then back to the moon, and then back to your planet. But it's super intense, and there's actually physics involved and stuff. This is what I've read.
Absurd.
But people love that game.
I know. It's very popular.
It's still an early access game. But you always see on forums and stuff, people making certain things on it. Someone made a fully worktioning Gundam, which is
neat.
awesome. You can make your imagination is your whatever.
And it worktioned?
It worktioned.
Wow.
It took off and stuff, and it landshurned and stuff.
Very impressive.
But yeah, no, I will be glad to waste all my money on that. All of my money, just throw it away.
Yeah, I mean, because I definitely splurged over the past two sales. I bought a lot of stuff.
Listen, that's what you're supposed to do.
I know, but
Papa Gabe loves you.
How many more games can I buy?
Listen, think about it though. You're bored right now. Do
Yeah.
you know what will fill your boredom?
Masturbation?
Really though, it gets old. Remember Green Day talked about that in that one song.
That's why I don't like Green Day.
Yeah, because they're idiots. How could they ever feel that way? They didn't have the internet
What's
back
wrong
then.
with them?
Listen, they didn't have the internet during that song. That was a 1991 song. All right? They didn't know what this was yet. They thought they were just old DARPANet's never going to be for porn, they said.
Listen, I don't think you're allowed to say most of those things.
I'm not allowed to say DARPANet or porn.
Yes.
Okay? But anyway, no, that's true. You could just do that. But you could also use all your Steam sale money for porn. You can make your own. Out of clay dolls that you could buy your clay dolls.
No, the correct answer would be make porn in Gary's mod.
Yeah, that's true. But that doesn't involve money. You definitely want to spend money, right?
You must spend money.
I thought that's what we wanted, was to spend money on garbage. On literally useless nothings. Anyway, whatever. I don't even care.
I don't even care.
Guys, thank you for listening to our show.
Guys, we did it again, somehow.
We need you, though, to email us.
Yeah, that would be great.
Like I mentioned earlier, ask us some questions. We'll answer on the next show.
It's true, we will.
Wouldn't that give you a boner? Speaking of
I hope
pornos,
not.
Gmod
That'd be
porn.
kind of weird.
I don't care. If that get more cushion, the sweeter the pushing. I say.
That has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
True story. Anyway, rate us on iTunes. We love that.
Yeah, we sure do. Guys, here's what I want for next week. I want 100 iTunes ratings by next
Exactly
week.
100.
Exactly 100.
Do you mean we equal 100 or do we
Equal
get
100. Equal 100.
I was hoping you were going to leave it nebulous.
Nah.
So then we only have 100. You're like, I meant this, and then they really feel bad about themselves, like we're some sick sadomasochist podcast.
Which we is.
Which we is, guys. Leave us a comment on our YouTubes.
Do that to tubes.
Subscribe to our YouTube. Watch our YouTubes. All that crap.
But we're not just going to take and take and take. We give.
But I want to take and take and take.
No, we got to give back, Tom. You know what we got to give?
I know.
We got to give our
Speed reviews.
Tom, this is the top 10 visual novels in their category.
Part
Sad
one,
visual
Sad ones.
novels. Number 10, Private Nurse.
What's so sad about a private nurse? Whenever you're sick, she helps you out. She cures your cold. She puts the tongue depressor in. 10 out of 10. Ginny Rose Silver.
Robert De Niro Silver is a game where you try to break into Robert De Niro's house and steal all his silver. It's a crazy ride, that game. 8 out of 10. Sharon no Kuni.
Sharon no Kuni is a game about Sharon Osbourne as she helps Ozzy Osbourne through all his crazy antics. 7 out of 10. Cross Channel.
This is a game where you swim across the English Channel, but you gotta beat those stuck-up Frenchies or else you're never gonna win the heart of the lady you love. 7 out of 10. Yume Miru Kitsuri, a drug that makes you dream.
This is a game about NyQuil, which has been my friend forever. 0 out of 10. Crescendo.
Crescendo is a musical term that makes your music get louder, and it's very neat. It's a 5 out of 10. Number 4, Canon.
This game is not canon, and therefore it doesn't make any sense. 3 out of 10. Ever 17.
This game is brought to you by Forever 21. Forever 21, get your girl on. It gets a 10 out of 10. Number 2, EF, a fairy tale of the two.
Of the two what? The two what? Gets a 2 out of 10. Kana, little sister.
Kana's little sister is kind of a little brat. She's a little spoiled, but you know, I babysat her a couple times and I got some money and free pizza, so it gets a 10 out of 10. Guys, we did it. 100th episode.
Yeah.